Are you ready to make your dream come true? Your product, your service, your latte, your donut, your food truck, your community development, or charity that will change the world. You've invested all your time and perspiration to gather up your true why, your mission statement, your vision, your values, and now you hit the wall because what you need next is funding. That's the biggest, baddest obstacle in making your dream come true, is finding people who will support, buy, give, to become part of, partner with something that you just have to have like you need air to breathe. Hi, I'm James Callahan, and this is the Do-Over Show, where we make our dreams into reality. And that means getting people who are interested in to become part of, funding, supporting, buying, using the services that we have to offer, whether it's simply going to add a little comfort to their lives or change the big bad world into a better place. The one thing we need is to find that group of people, that audience, and get them involved. And that means finding funding, whether it's a for-profit or a nonprofit. That is where we start. Oh, and by the way, this means marketing. Marketing not as an afterthought where you're presented with a bigger, better mousetrap and you wonder, I wonder if there's a market for a bigger, better mousetrap. No, marketing is too important to be left to sales or an afterthought. Marketing is part of the process of developing an idea, a mission, a why itself, and then finding out from that idea whether or not there's enough out there to get the funding you need to make your dream a reality. There must be a need. Great or small. It can be something that is significant and big. It can be something that is unique to you. It could be teaching cursive in an after-school for-profit tutoring program. It can be anything that you want. The donut that's going to revolutionize donuts and make ordinary donuts meaningless. It can be any of those things, but it needs to be a need. And here's the next one. It has to have a problem attached to the need, something that people will resonate with. When you start to talk about it, they'll start to nod in agreement. That means they've either had the experience or they felt the experience themselves. Maybe somebody in their family has been involved in it. Maybe they have a parakeet in the family and they've always thought, Aunt Sally doesn't treat her parakeet very well. I wish there was some way to help. You have the solution for it. That is, they have some way of connecting, and that problem and that solution, that's the second thing that you need in order to make your dream of better parakeet treatment a reality. And the next thing is, it has to be geographically significant to the funder, the person who's going to kick in, to buy, to consume, to be the person who uses your service or contributes to your nonprofit.
All right, now the rest of you, I want to hear from some big money men. Where's all the high rollers?
Well, I believe you've got it all, Dragline. Every cent in camp is riding.
Has to be a problem that has a tangible, real solution. It has to be possible, and you have to be able to narrate, to tell that story of how it is that we'll get from here to there through their funding. Now, if something is, and I'll use a buzzword that is very popular today, it is something that's systemic, a systemic problem that's ordinary and it's entrenched and it can never be escaped. That's not a problem that can be solved. That's just something that can be blown up. You can get people nodding along to a systemic problem, but all that's going to do is awaken the amygdala in their head. It's going to be the fight or flight response. But there's not a solution. There's not something that's going to motivate them except for a little bit here and there, maybe $5 or $10. The kind of investment you need to make something big happen, to make something important to you happen, is something more than just the argument. Using words like systemic simply means that it's so big that you don't dare argue about it. Now, that means that they're not interested in engagement. They're really not interested in anything more than the funding of people who are excited and angry. They're not really looking for a change. And that's when engagement drops off. And that's probably one of the most difficult things for someone like you that has an ingrained passion that you live with, you sleep with. Every part of your life is consumed by this mission, this desire, this product, this service that you are absolutely certain the world needs. And yet it doesn't change anything. It's hard to get the kind of funding that you need to get your business up and started if there's no solution to your problem. So jot those things down, go back over them, spend some time and think, do I have a need? Do I have a problem? Do I have a way of telling this story? And when I do people start to nod their heads in agreement? Those are your audience. Those are the people that will get your funding to you. Now, whether it's a for-profit or nonprofit, this is your challenge. If you want to make your dream a reality, it's time to think of your marketing, to get your ideas out there, to put yourself out there, to see if your why, the thing that really motivates you, can find the funding it needs to become real. And hey, tap the like button, subscribe, and ring the notifications bell so you don't miss an episode of The Do-Over Show every Monday and Friday. I'm so glad you found me, and I found you. Thanks.